friend. So for you to try to sit here and complain about a chicken salad, it's like you never came to me talking about a chicken salad. What are you really talking about right now? You gonna send me a whole essay after tour? Like you just gonna get off the bus? I don't even know you got off the bus. And you gonna send me an essay with an intro, bodies, and a conclusion, like, and you want me to try to like analyze this shit and figure out how I'm wrong when all I did was share my stage with you when I ain't even have to do that. You got less than 10,000 listeners and I'm sharing my stage with you and you feeling so entitled, like you thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too. Like that's so crazy to me.
Now, you guys know it wasn't long ago when Ice Spice's old friend ended up exposing her and text messages between them and how she was talking ish right and being fake regarding CleoTrapa.
That shit was weird as fuck. And I checked her about that shit, and even for her to apologize was like pulling teeth. Like, girl, you got caught calling your friend jealous for no fucking reason. And her excuse was that I didn't speak up when I was asked if she was Nigerian.
So Ice Spice is also Nigerian.
I didn't know. I seen her tweet though, but I didn't know.
Really? How close are y'all?
She never told me that though.
Really?
I was kind of confused too when she tweeted that. I'm like, did she tell me?
She's half.
She told me her best friend was. I remember when I was talking about me being Nigerian. She was like, yeah, my best friend's Nigerian. But I mean, if she's Nigerian, then period.
Like, girl, I met you a month before that video. I didn't even know you was Nigerian. So that was kind of weird to me too, that she was upset at me for not knowing if she was Nigerian. And she said that you could have at least said I was black. Like, girl, I didn't even know you. Am I your PR? Am I supposed to be clearing up every time somebody's asking about you being black or Nigerian? Like, that's not my role. And I don't even know you. So I was so confused. Anyways, we moved past. Anyways, after that situation that had happened with her ex-best friend exposing her for calling like just about everybody jealous, that was kind of like sick too, because why do you think everybody's jealous of you? She literally tried to link me being jealous of her with that interview of me not knowing if she was Nigerian. And I'm just like, girl, are you crazy? And she never said that she felt the way. And it was just like, I didn't even know that she was mad at me. She's just in messages talking about me. So she tells me, like, I think everybody's jealous of me. Don't take offense to it. I say that about everybody. I'd say that everybody's jealous of me. I even say that about my mom. Like, that's kind of sick.
Now, CleoTrapa apparently was on tour and was treated like a peasant on this tour, and today I'm going to react to it, and I'm also going to add the receipts and evidence of what we do have from all that has been out there on the internet. While you're here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, notifications, smash that like button, press a 1 in the comments if you're team Ice Spice, press a 2 if you are Cleo. Let's get into it.
So she tells me, like, I think everybody's jealous of me. Don't take offense to it. I say that about everybody. I'd say that everybody's jealous of me. I even say that about my mom. Like, that's kind of sick.
It seems to be a red flag that Cleo ignored and didn't pay attention to. But she still ended up hanging out with Ice Spice because she felt Ice Spice was trying to make it up to her.
Come with me to this basketball game. I'm thinking like, oh, she just wanted me to come with her to a basketball game. Like, maybe she's trying to make it up. I don't know why I kept thinking like she was trying to make it up for being like caught being fake. But it was just like, even the basketball game, it was like one day later, she's like dropping a song. It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like it was never like just some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day and the song is dropping too. So it was like, what? This girl kind of uses me for her rollouts. So I'm just like, oh.
Now, Ice Spice ended up going on tour and ended up inviting Cleo. And inviting her to perform, like sharing her audience.
I'm like, yo, do you want to just come on this tour? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just, like, join. Like, mad last minute type shit. What had actually happened is that we added another tour bus. So I'm like, now we have extra room. We have extra bunks. So I'm like, oh, let me see if Cleo wants to come. Feel me? So she could do, like, her songs and stuff like that. But
it seemed like Ice Spice was tight because apparently Cleo made a post and Ice Spice didn't even repost it, didn't share it, and apparently Cleo wasn't added on like the performance list or something like that.
trying to make it up. She's trying to be an actual good friend. I made a flyer announcing that I was going to be coming on tour with her. It did not even get reposted. It didn't even get a comment or like, and she was tagged in it. The bill, it didn't even have my name on it. Like, just about nobody knew I was coming on tour. It was like a special guest. Like, she didn't even like shine any sort of like her own light on me. It was like kind of like all me. Like, I want my fans to come out. Like, she didn't really try to like mesh me in with her actual fan base or try to like put her fan base onto me. Very calculated, you know? It was just given like, oh, let's let Cleo eat, but we gonna give her crumbs. Like, we gonna shine light on her, but let's dim it.
And that's a red flag. Number one, she is not sharing your posts. She's not reposting it. It is a possibility that maybe Cleo thought she was like a surprise guest, but the fact that you posted it and she would have seen it. I'm assuming you tagged her in the post. Not sure if you did or not, but let's assume that you did. She didn't even tell you were like a surprise guest. Why did you still go? I do feel that maybe Cleo was a bit of desperate, you know, in the chance of, okay, well, this is a big opportunity. I get to be with Ice Spice. So even though there's some red flags here, I'm still gonna go with the flow. It's just really odd. Cause why didn't you address her about it? Why didn't you go like, why didn't you say, why didn't you repost my flyer? Why didn't you know, like, why didn't you? I would have like pulled it up straight away.
That was kind of weird in itself. I had no idea what to expect going on tour. I had no idea until I got on tour and started seeing certain things, and I'm just like, wait, why don't I have that? I didn't have a room. I was told I was going to be with her, but I didn't have a room. No room for me backstage at all. I was in her dressing room. I didn't have no rider. I was with her. And before I came on tour, I asked her, what were the things that I was going to have to pay for? Because this is so last minute. Like, you're only giving me one day to prepare. Like, it's July 30 something and we going on tour August 1st. Like, girl, like literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're going to be with me. You're good. You're going to be with me. So I was like, okay, everything is handled. I'm just going to go. I'm going to make the best out of it. I'm going to make the absolute best out of it.
Now, if Ice Spice said that you were going to be with her, I would assume that you are sharing the dressing room, etc. with her because she's your friend, right? This is really important to remember, okay? Because according to Cleo, Ice Spice is basically telling her like, hey, you're good, I got you, you are a guest on my show, I got everything taken care of, you're my special this, you're my special that, I'm taking care of you.
So that's that. I'll tell y'all how the tour went now. Please keep in mind that before I went on tour, I had one day to prepare, one single day. Everything was a rush, but you know, I'm looking at this like, okay, this is gonna be good for me. And again, I didn't know what to expect. This is my first tour. Like, I wasn't allowed to bring anybody. She said if I brought anybody, I was going to have to pay for their hotel and transportation. I'm just like, girl, I didn't even have time to prepare for this.
That doesn't sound like that you can't bring anybody. That sounds like if you do bring somebody, you have to pay with your own dime and not hers.
Like, I only got one day. Like, you feel me? Like, you, it's damn near like me putting everything, like putting my needs to the side to accomplish something. I have things to pay for myself as an independent artist. So of course I'm thinking like of ways to not come too much out of pocket for a tour that doesn't even have me on the bill. Like, I'm not even on the lineup, like, okay. Anyways, let's go into how the tour went. So first couple of days was cute. We went to Philly, and this is when things go left now. Yeah, we're in a hotel room. We're not sure if we're gonna like bring our bags to the venue, because I guess like we were gonna come back to the hotel. But she told me, don't leave your bags at the venue. You might need don't leave your bags at the hotel. You might need something in it. And I was like, okay, I'll bring it. Her security, who brings all her bags, she has like 10 bags. He brought my bag. Brought the bags down. And now we're at the venue, and I do need something in the suitcase. Like, I had a wardrobe malfunction, like she said I probably would have. That's that she cursed me, okay? Because now I do have a wardrobe malfunction. So I'm like, oh, how can I get the bag? She's like, tell the security to get it for you. I go to the security. I'm like, can you get my bag out the trunk? Because I have no idea where the trunk is, where the car went. We just came into the venue like we artists, we working, whatever. He goes, he gets the bag, brings it upstairs. I change, da 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 da. End of the show. I put my bag next to her 10 bags and the big black dresser. And yeah, I'm thinking everything is gonna be moved, but like back into the truck, and we could, leave, go back to the hotel. I turn around, and my bag is still there. My bag was still there. All her bags was gone. I'm just like, why would somebody just leave my bag? Like, I asked the security, I'm like, can you take my bag? He said no.
Bitch, I get too much money to carry the next bitch bag. Got my own bag. The fuck?
I was like, what the fuck going on? He brought all her bags. He can't take. Okay, I'm like, can I pay somebody to bring my bags down? Because I didn't want to bring the bags down. Why would I want to bring the bags down? I'm just a girl. So I'm asking around, nobody's word. So I'm like, all right, let me bring the bags. I'm tight though. I'm tight. Like,
now I would be tight too, because how are you gonna bring my bags in, but now you can't bring my bags back out? Okay, if I even have bags, if I was even in that position in my life. After this, poor Cleo had to bring her own bags out while fans are in her face and stuff. That's a bit wild for me, and it's dangerous. Like, wouldn't you want her to have security too? Wouldn't it be in the liability if something was to happen to her? That's just wild.
I'm not used to this stuff. Like, what the fuck? I'm just supposed to be performing. Need I remind you, I'm not even allowed to bring somebody on tour with me. So I didn't really have anybody helping me. It was just me. She said if I brought anybody, I was gonna have to pay for their hotel and transportation. But I feel like she could have simply said to the security, like, take Cleo's bag. Don't forget Cleo's bag. But I got a sense that she just wanted me to struggle.
Now, after this, Cleo ends up saying something to Miss Icy Spicy.
So I went to the bathroom, I'm taking my makeup off, and I'm like, yo, you asked me to, like, take my bag. I mean, not you asked me. I'm like, yo, you told me to take my bags with me to the venue. You said that was it was smart for me to take my bags and the reason why. And you even told me to tell your security to bring the bags upstairs. So why would it be a problem for him to bring the bags back to the car? And she goes, that's my security. He works for me. If he feels like he's doing more work, he's gonna want to get paid more. So I'm like, how much does he want to get paid more? Because if I'm gonna be with her this whole tour, I will pay him more. I'll pay him more to carry my bags. I don't want to be carrying my bags. I don't. Like, y'all seen all the fans seeing me carry my bags? That was crazy to me. So I'm like, all right, we gotta figure this out. So like, how much you want to get paid more? He's like, he gets paid a flat rate. I'm like, is this girl serious? She said it like she had no idea what flat rate meant. If he gets paid a flat rate, that means that he'll move a house for you. He's getting paid to work for you. He got paid to work for you. He's moving anything you tell him to move.
Security is usually hired to protect people, to guard people, and they have a rate, a flat rate, and that's what you're getting paid for. Okay, when you hire a video editor, you don't also hire a video editor to post your video, to add CEO, to do all that ish. That is something separate. And if you get someone to do that, then you have to pay them more. Because I've seen job applications when they're looking for video editors and they want you to do CEO as well. Like, that is crazy. You have to pay someone a lot more. So as a security guard, I get that that's his flat rate. He is protected to guard you. He shouldn't be carrying your bags too, unless you were paying him more. So Cleo must have been extra bags for him, right? But regardless, then why would Ice Spice tell Cleo if this happened to go ask her security guard? Like, why would she do that? Why would she say, oh girl, you need your own security too, or you need your own bag handler too?
He's moving anything that you tell him to move. So I'm like, girl, I was carrying them bags out. Like, the fans was all in my face. She start making it seem like she understand, like, oh yeah, that's crazy, da da da. But then she goes back to being weird, and she's just like, he can't leave my side. Like, he can't leave me. That's why. Like, girl, what you mean he can't leave you? So now I catch her again. Like, she's just weird. I'm just like, what you mean he can't leave you? We was up there waiting for him to bring all your bags. He left you several times to bring your bags to the car. He left you a lot of times already. She's like, oh, why would I wait for him to bring your bags to the car? I'm like, the conversation was done after that. It was done. I said, okay, I know the type of girl that I'm dealing with. She's very selfish. Why would we just waited for him to bring your bags? What you mean, why would we wait for my bags now? Like, girl, what?
You thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too? Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, how I'm in the shower, you gon' barge in while I'm butt ass naked, trying to press me about some bags that you gotta carry some bags. What? Like,
I got out the bathroom. That was the end of it. I didn't bring up that situation no more. I charged it to the game. And charging something to the game is normally something you do regarding business. But I thought that this girl was my friend. So I'm like, why would I have to charge something to the game in this situation? Like, this is supposed to be my friend. But gradually I start seeing that she wasn't really my friend. And that was like the beginning of it.
Now, after Cleo said something to Miss Icy Spicy, according to her, she started getting treated really badly ever since that incident happened. Crazy, because that's like a full 30-day or however long the tour was, she was treated badly. And at the same time, the manager and Cleo were trying to organize her an assistant who could help her. Which I don't know why she didn't do that before, because remember she said that she couldn't bring anyone, but in the same breath said, oh, if I do bring someone, I have to pay for their hotel, etc, etc, which makes sense because she's inviting you on tour, but I don't think she's inviting to the sense of, yeah, we're gonna pay for your assistant and all that jazz.
Whatever though, so we went to the next places, got back to New York. The New York show was like, I was so like indecisive if I wanted to continue the tour because of the bag situation. And I'm just like, oh, because I'm not gonna have anybody, but me and my managers was working on getting somebody, like some assistant. Anyways, so of course this story is long as fuck because it was 30 days of hell. So yeah, the New York show, I was real indecisive about like continuing the tour, but I have this drive in me where I feel like God wouldn't put me in a situation that I cannot handle. And I felt like he put me in this situation. He gave me this situation, and if I couldn't handle it, he wouldn't have. So any way that anybody is about to treat me, I will overcome it. And from that moment forward, I said, I'm not even going to speak on anything that makes me feel uncomfortable or makes me feel unwelcomed. But at the end of this, I'm going to say how I feel. I am going to say how I feel.
Now, as you guys know, apparently, Icy Spicy told Cleo that she don't need a room, she will be with her, she got her, etc. Well, Cleo was getting dressed in the bathroom that everyone was sharing, in the corners of the buildings, in the dark places somewhere. Probably someone spying with the camera. But she wasn't sharing a room at some point with Icy Spicy.
Well, I never have a dressing room. You know what was kind of weird? That she said that I was going to be with her the whole time. Like, I was going to be with her, you're going to be with me, you're good. And when I would come inside the venue, her whole tour production team, they would act like they have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Like, did she not tell you guys that I'm supposed to be in her room? They're just like, oh, we don't have a room for you, but here, they'll give me like a bathroom. The bathroom that everybody's using. They'll give me the bathroom and say, well, you can get dressed inside this bathroom right here. And I'm just like, I'm supposed to be in her room though. Like, I'm confused. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it was just confusing. So they would like show me bathrooms and little corners that I can get ready in. And I'm just like, what? But need I remind you, every time there was a special guest or somebody that ICE wanted to bring out, they was always accommodated. Somehow they was always able to find a room, and they always had a room for themselves. I never had a room. And I was okay with that because I already came on tour knowing that I was going to be with her. But it annoyed me when they would act like they had no idea where I was supposed to be at. That was confusing to me. So the dressing room is small, and I asked her like, "Oh, can I get ready inside your room?" She's like, come and see the room." I come and see the room, and the room is large enough for us to get ready in it. Like, bro, you invited me on tour, bro. We supposed to be trying to thug it out and make it work because we're friends and we're girls. Like, hello. So we're getting our makeup done. Our chairs are like just back to back, but the room is not. It's not like there's a couch. Her wardrobe is able to fit in it, which is a big ass wardrobe. All her stuff is able to fit in it. She's good. She's good. And I'm good too. I give her space. After I'm done dressing up, I get out the room. I do not sit around in the room and shit because she don't even allow niggas to sit in the room. She just give niggas the boot like anytime she feel like it, which was kind of like weird too because like, girl, why I can't just sit in the room and chill? Like, whatever. So, oh yeah, I forgot. That's because she was tight ever since the Philly show when I said something about the luggage. That is why everything was weird afterwards. Now I put my bag, literally a tote, on the side of her couch, and she knows it's mine because she knows that's my bag. I put it on the side of the couch. Her mom and her little sister came in the room, so everybody got out the room. Like an hour goes by. I like go downstairs. I walk past the room. I see my bag, like my Telfar bag, outside of her door, and I'm just like, wait, why would they kick this little bag out? Like, this little bag was on the side of the couch. Like, why would it need to be kicked out the room? But it's crazy now, a few days later, and I'm not accusing anybody of nothing. It could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? It could have been somebody that walked past the door and seen a bag in the front of Ice's door. My card was used. $700 and something was used at one of those designer retail websites like Essence or something. I was so gagged. I was just like, what? But of course, called my bank, got my money back. I didn't even make it a thing. But imagine somebody that only has $700 and something in the account. And like, yo, and just imagine how other people could react to that. Like, they would be so fucking gagged, bro. I'm just like, whatever. You know, that's crazy. Because why would you kick my bag out? But like I said, I'm not even going to say nothing. She probably going to argue with me. She probably going to something. Now, I stayed in New York a couple of days to work on my video shoot. When I came back, everything changed. So she told me to take a bunk on her bus because Riot was coming to the back. Riot's coming, so take a bunk on the bus. I was like, okay, girl, I'm not going to cock block. You want to be with your man? Cool, granted. That's what she told me, though. So I'm thinking, when you done, this is like a who knows, the bus ride is mad long. I'm thinking we're going to go back to the hotel when we get to where we going, like we're going to be in the same hotel. So when she got out the back room on the bus, we came out together. It was her, Riot, me, and the security were walking towards the elevator. We go inside the elevator. And this is something that she could have texted me, because she texted me when she said that he was coming on the bus and for me to take a bunk on the bus. So she goes, in the elevator, "You're not going to get your own room?" I was like, what? I didn't know I was getting my own room. I was mad confused. I'm like, oh, that's what I was trying to understand. And I stopped the elevator door from opening. Girl, why you can't say nothing to nobody? Like, why do you always try to give like an embarrassment kind of vibe? Like, it's not even embarrassing, but it's like, that's the vibe that you make it seem like you try to give all the time. Like, girl, you could have texted me that. Cleo, make sure you get your own room. This is the hotel we staying at. Like, damn, why we gotta get to the hotel and you telling me you're not gonna get your own room? Like, I could have had the room booked already before we got here, boo. But on top of that, I didn't even know that I was paying for hotel rooms, because they're staying at five-star hotel rooms every place. Her label's covering everything. Label, everything's covered. You know what I'm saying? I'm an independent artist. Why would I come on this tour knowing that I had one day to prepare? Now I'm going to have to pay for 5-star hotels in every city. This is not something that I signed up for. This is not something that I was prepared for. This is not something that I told my label about. Maybe they could have, not even maybe, they would have helped me. They would have helped me, but you gave me one single day to prepare for a tour that you knew about months ago. That's so crazy to me. But we know why now. We know now that you added me to the tour simply because you wanted to damage control. The situation with Baby Stormy was making you look crazy. You thought to yourself, and this is things that I realized after the fact. I told y'all, I really thought that she was trying to make it up, but it wasn't a makeup matter. It was her trying to clean up everything that was going on with her. And let's add Cleo to the tour so people think that I'm a good friend. So people think that I give opportunities to her and I'm nice and I'm good. Her hairstylist end up saying like, you should stay. You got your fans coming out. You already promoted it yourself. Like your fans is coming to see you. Do it for your fans. She put that battery in my back to really like, I had to get my head back on a swivel. Like, yo, like make this situation what you can make it and just ignore everything else. Fuck it. And at the end of this, you will address her and you will tell her how this situation made you feel. And if she doesn't care, that was never your friend. Some people don't even know what, and like they don't know how they're making you feel until you tell them. But if she doesn't care, she was never your friend.
So, just like every person, every superhero story, I guess, Cleo had Ice Spicy's stylist who they were friends, they were close with. She was getting dressed in her room, etc. She was hanging out with her. So she had someone to help her go through this crazy time, right?
So I ended up staying with the hairstylist. She let me stay inside her hotel room. Every city that we went to, I stayed with her, and she was mad nice, and it was so fun with her. Like it really just gave like, it was just fun. Like it felt like how it was supposed to be with Ice, but she's fucking boring. Like she's boring. She doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't even want to play Uno. Like she doesn't want to do anything. The bus rides be bad, boring. It just be boring. So like being with her hairstylist really showed me like the fun side of the tour. And she even said it herself, like, yeah, you made this tour so like easy going, like you just made it fun. And I'm glad that she felt that way because she made that for me too. And thank you, girl. Now moving forward, this is when it starts to really feel like mistreatment and just weird stuff. So the hairstylist shows me like a menu and stuff. She's like, oh, production and whatever, they're gonna order food for everybody, pick what you want. I was like, okay, I'll get a chicken salad just like you. Like, I'll just get a chicken salad. Then she shows me like a message where somebody from production is like, Cleo is not a part of the budget. So I'm just like, how am I not a part of the budget, but y'all invited me on tour? Like, who and why didn't they tell you?
Bitch, we was on them rides at the theme park screaming our vocal cords out. Like, to the point where the next day it was hard to perform. Like, bitch, we was having fun. So for you to try to sit here and complain about a chicken salad, it's like you never came to me talking about
That make sure Cleo good.
Cleo found out, even though she was invited, etc., that she was not included on this budget that they had, which is wild to me because you got a talent. You invited a talent onto your show, right? You said you got her, you're good, etc. And regardless if you're famous or not, Cleo has influence. She's an influencer. That's why Icy Spicy is going on all these influencers pages, etc., doing live streams with Kai, etc., because influencers are strong. They have a very strong influence. So Mrs. Cleo also has a very strong influence. And the fact that you didn't cater to her is wild. But again, it depends how you invited her. We don't know Icy Spicy's situation. Was Icy Spicy like, yo, I'm inviting you because I want you to get some following because you're my friend. I can't afford you on my budget, but we can do this, that. But regardless, it sounded like she said you were good and covered, right?
Make sure Cleo's good. Cleo is a part of the budget. Make sure Cleo's good. The same way you told me that I was gonna be good, why is your production saying that I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? Chicken salad? I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? It's a chicken salad.
From where?
81st Deli.
it's like you never came to me talking about a chicken salad. What are you really talking about right now?
Y'all could have bought that chicken salad and literally got the money from my manager or me. But y'all wanted to show me so bad that I can't get nothing and that nobody is here for me that I couldn't even get a chicken salad. I gagged. I was like, wow, this shit is corny. I ain't saying nothing. No, remember, I wasn't saying anything about anything. I was just going to take everything in and whatever. So my manager ends up getting me an assistant to come on tour with me, somebody to help. They met me in Chicago. So now the Chicago show was lit as fuck. It was so fun. I love Chicago. But yeah, she came, she helped me, whatever. And the only reason why she even came in the first place was because she was told that she was going to be able to go on Riot's bus. And then at the end of the show, she was told that Riot said you can't come on his bus. And she was just so confused because that's the reason why she came all the way to Chicago in the first place. And Riot is not even on his own bus. He's on the bus with Ice. So it was just so mind-boggling, you know? And he probably didn't even say that. They probably just didn't even want me to have anybody. And that was the vibe that I was starting to get, that they actually do want me to struggle. They want me to struggle a little bit. They want to see if I'm gonna stay. It's like they want to put this pressure on me. And let me tell you, the devil will not win, boo. He will not win. He will not win. He will not win. He was starting to get to me, but he didn't win. Sent her all the way back to New York, and I was left again with nobody. I got a little piece of help, and then I was done for. Now we're in Texas. We're in between Texas and Mexico. What do you guys think of when y'all think Texas, between Texas and Mexico? Desert, tumbleweed.
Are you hungry? Oh. Maybe you should go into the kitchen and get yourself something to eat then, huh?
Nothing for miles. No Uber Eats, no Uber 2 Eats. And there's nothing. We're at a Best Western or whatever one of those hotels are. We're in the middle of nowhere. That's how you know, because we're at one of those Best Western hotels. And, yeah, no food. There's a McDonald's all the way down the block, 8-minute walk. Probably going to get bit by scorpions and all sorts of other bugs while walking through the desert to McDonald's.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. This is so American. Y'all guys, y'all are scared of dogs, scorpions, snakes. Like, if McDonald's was 8 minutes down the road, and I'm hungry and it's a desert, I don't care. I'm going to walk on the road so I don't get into the scorpions and the snakes. But that's just such an American thing.
So me and her hairstylist were in the hotel. We just sleeping and stuff. It's like 2 o'clock. We get up around like 5 or 6. I call Ice. I'm getting ready and shit. Me and her hairstylist about to make videos or whatever. I call. I'm like, oh, let's make TikToks. She's like with that soulless demon face, just you're with my hairstylist, so like, damn, my bad. It was really seeming like she didn't really want me to be friends with her hairstylist, but it's like, damn, bitch, I don't got no friends. So I'm gonna make friends with bitches that actually wanna be my friend. I'm sorry. I hung up on her after that because it was just like, ew, like, all right, I'm with your hairstylist, so what that mean? Like, oh, like, I can't, like, I'm not ready, obviously. Like, it was just the attitude around it that was just so weird and corny to me. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Went downstairs, and I seen her in the lobby, and her and some other boy, one of Ice's friends, is just standing there, you know, with a basketball. I'm like, oh, what y'all just did? Oh, we was playing basketball, whatever. Nobody said anything about eating. Nobody. I'm like, me and the hairstylist keep talking about food. We like, oh, damn, we mad hungry. Like, we mad hungry, just a McDonald's. Or nobody said anything about food while me and her are talking about how hungry we are. Now we go to the boys' bus, tour bus, and we just sitting on the bus. We just like, yo, like, can somebody come with us to McDonald's? Like, nobody want to walk there by themselves. We fake want a man with us. They like, oh, that's mad far. Like, nah, like, word, there's a desert, it's scary. I'm like, okay. Nobody said anything about food still. Come to find out, everybody ate. Can you believe that? Everybody ate. Guess what? They all went to a steakhouse.
Wow. Now it's like they're punishing their stylist, right? As well. You friends with Cleo, you ain't getting steak either.
Yo, and how long you been doing hair?
For like 3 years.
Yeah, that's cute. Can you turn around for me? Yeah.
Everybody went to a steakhouse and left me, the hairstylist, and the makeup artist. Everybody went to go get a bite steak, mash, cream corn, spinach. And we didn't have anything. We didn't eat at all. We're trying to figure out how to get a McDonald's. And y'all all ate already? Nobody mentioned it. You know why nobody mentioned it? Because it was a secret. It was a secret and I gagged. One of the things that I have to charge to the game, I guess. I'm like, what? They said, don't say anything. We don't want to make it a problem. All right, I'm not going to say anything. One of the things I'm just going to have to bring up when I'm ready to leave. And that's another thing that I later realized when I reflected on everything, that this girl was really mad at me for saying something about that luggage, bro. She was so mad at me for saying something. Like, she don't want nobody to say nothing to her. Like, she tried to low-key torture me. Like, she was trying to low-key do it. Like, she wasn't trying to do it too much, but she was trying to still, like, show me, like, yeah. And I'm just like, I didn't even know that until I brought all of this up to her. And she showed me that she didn't give a fuck. Girl, fuck you. I was like, oh my God, I just went on tour with somebody that hates my guts. Wow. So for you guys that don't know how a tour bus looks, it looks like a slave ship. Very similar to a slave ship. 3 bunks stacked up on top of each other very tightly on each side. Some may have more, but this bus that we was on had 3. And then she has her big room in the back, which I was staying at for the first couple of days until I blew things by saying something about my bag. As an artist, why the hell would I want to leave the venue carrying my bags? We'll never know why she wanted me to look so crazy. We'll never know. Actually, we do know. But yeah. So that's how the bus looks. And while we were in New Orleans, there was another situation where we was on the bus from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Me and the makeup artist, me and the hairstylist, well, all of us, we were told to get on the bus because at this point, Ice doesn't even communicate with me anymore, by the way. She like slowly, gradually stopped talking to me. And that's because I think like she realized that I was like getting cool with the people that worked for her. So now it's like she's kind of like treating me like a worker. But I was so confused. Like, you're not being my friend, so I'm going to make more friends. Like, girl, it's like she wanted me to be miserable and alone, and it just didn't happen because that's not what God had planned for me.
Now, to be fair, she paid her cards real good. You know, she charged it to the game, I guess, and made the most that she can out of it, making friends with people, and I guess pulling as much opportunity of a shitty situation. But still, I would not put up with that ish. Like, was Icy Spicy even paying you? Like, if you out with her for 30 days, you're not getting paid, you're gonna go? What brain are you not using? I don't know. I just personally, I wouldn't see an opportunity with that. Especially if I know I have my own motion, I could bring it up I don't know. It does scream a little bit desperate. That's all I'm saying.
So they was told to get on the bus at 9. And nobody tells me anything, so I'm just doing what they said, you know. I don't get no text messages, like I said. I don't. She doesn't tell me nothing. So I get on the bus at 9 a.m. because that's what her manager told them. Her manager doesn't even text me. That's how much I don't get anything told to me. So she was literally the one that was supposed to be talking to me. So I get on the bus at 9, wake up at 2, and we're in the same place. So you can think about it. We're on a slave ship, right? From 9 to 2 p.m. in the same place, thinking that we're moving and that by the time we wake up, we won't even be there anymore. So to find out we're in the same place is so crazy. My legs are cramping now. Like, I'm just so confused. Like, niggas is treating us like fucking luggage for real. Like, yeah, let's just throw the luggage on the bus. Like, girl, what? We're humans. Can you tell us that you're not leaving right now? When somebody asks, like, why didn't we leave yet? Because Ice didn't feel like leaving yet. And I'm just like, bro, this is so crazy. I texted her. I was like, hey, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm on the way. I'm like, bro, what? You could have been told niggas not to get on the bus because you're not leaving yet. Y'all go and do something. Y'all walk around or look around and just travel around or whatever because we're not leaving yet. But instead, you let us sit up in that tour bus for that long, girl. And you didn't even give a told you about any of this, and that shit is what really hurts the most. How much she didn't give a
Now, the fact that she was able to put up with all that and stay really strong, and that's a lot. It couldn't be me. I'm a boss. I'm not putting up with any shit. I got my own money, my own ish. I don't need to stay with someone or hang with someone for an opportunity if I know I'm getting treated bad. Yes, she was talked back into it because people are like, do it for the fans. I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it for my fans by telling them, get a refund on that ticket and don't go to this bitch's show because she used me or this and that. I'm not gonna put up with it. That's just me, y'all. That's just me. Then I'll expose you straight after when I leave. I'm not gonna stay on no slave ship. And honestly, it sounds like maybe Ice Spice did that to all her staff so she could save money on the hotels. She wanted to cut money on the budget and just her boyfriend all day. I don't know.
So I'm actually glad that I didn't say anything during the tour. Let me tell y'all something. The type of person that I am, bro, if I say how I feel, which is this is how the situation in Philly made me feel, and I see that you don't give a, that starts to turn me. So I didn't want to be turned so bad that I spaz on her. I spaz on her. I swing on her. I'm locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even want that to come out of this at all. Because the way she goes back and forth and the way she's ready to argue, that's somebody that knows that they got people behind her. Because that mouth would not be running like that 2 years ago. I'll tell you that much. I was going to leave after we was left in the desert and they went to the steakhouse behind our backs. I was going to leave after that. But I'm like, you know what? Let me do the Dallas and Houston show. Let me bring my girl Asian out. Let me make the best out of this situation once again. And that was going to be it. My mom, she wasn't able to make it to the New York show. She comes to Atlanta. She's like how she's coming to Atlanta because it was my aunt's 70th birthday and she wanted to see me. So I'm like, damn, I got to do the Atlanta show just for her. Love you, mommy.
I have not seen a part 5, guys. I think Cleo will be uploading it later. I'm definitely here for it. Okay guys, editing Martin. So there were messages that were released of Ice Spice sending messages to Cleo. So I'm guessing there was a part 5 that it was deleted. I'm just like, where is this? How come Twitter got this but I don't got this? And I was on her TikTok, I could not see it anywhere. If it is up, whose TikTok am I watching? Is it a clone TikTok? I don't know, but I could not find this video. Let me know if you know where it is. But check out these messages and what was said. It's pretty crazy. But let's check out Icy Spicy's response.
The moment that somebody feels like they can no longer use your platform or like they're not getting exactly what they want out of a situation the way that they want it, you know what I mean? It's like that's when they decide to crash out every single time. Like I'm noticing a pattern, bro. And the shit is sad because I genuinely was trying to help her. Like, that's what I get for trying to be a good person. It's whatever, bro. Honestly, like, you know, that's not going to stop me from still trying to be a good person. Like, I'm going to always help the next person out. Like, and that's really my fault for real because whatever, though. But to say, like, just to leave out so many details is crazy. Like, how you not going to tell the people you going to send me a whole essay after tour? Like you just gonna get off the bus? I don't even know you got off the bus. And you gonna send me an essay with an intro, bodies, and a conclusion, like, and you want me to try to like analyze this shit and figure out how I'm wrong when all I did was share my stage with you when I ain't even have to do that. You got less than 10,000 listeners and I'm sharing my stage with you and you feeling so entitled. Like, that's all I could do, y'all. All I could do is sigh about it because it's just like, what can you do, bro? It's like, damn. Crash outs and they going on rants, bro. Crash outs and they going on rants. But fuck it, though. At the end of the day, it's whatever, bro. Like, this shit comes with it, you know? Like, y'all see clearly this will come with it, bro, right? So fuck it. But the whole thing that's blowing me right now is like talking about some dark energy, trying to compare a tour bus to a slave ship. Like, what are you talking about right now? What? That is crazy to me, bro. That's so crazy to me. Like, you really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as hell, bitch. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like we was dead ass we was at the movie theaters. We was siphoning. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much fucking food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about some, she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Bitch, can I play with my pussy one time? In my bed one time? Like, damn, you want to sleep in my bed every day? That's crazy to me. Anyways, yeah, I'm about to actually go to sleep for real this time, but I'm about to announce the Europe tour dates, because for me, the shit.
And I do think Ice Spice should probably explain it a lot more. I'm sure there's more than this 2 minutes, but who gonna find this? I can't even find the full thing. I typed everything, bro. Anyway, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button notification because I will keep you updated on this. Smash that like button. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.